Salt and Peppa
Salt and Peppa's here.
and Outkast are officially Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members.
Congratulations.
Well deserved. I feel like Salt and Peppa should have been there a while back, but I know that the hip hop genre itself has just sort of started to pick up some steam.
Yeah.
I
feel like they're doing like the backdating of artists that should have been.
Yeah.
But I mean, we need a hip hop Hall of Fame for that reason, you know.
And we've talked about this. I feel like there should just be a music Hall of Fame.
Yeah, an overall
that has, you have the sports Hall of Fame, right? Okay, so
right.
And there's all the sports are in, I mean, obviously you say, oh, the baseball Hall of Fame, right? The football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I think there should just be a music Hall of Fame, and it has different halls.
Different halls, yeah. I mean, they could have that, the overarching music Hall of Fame, and then you have and they could even branch out what they already have, the rappers and the hip hop artists that have already made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They can use them initially to start off the hip hop Hall of Fame. And then, now the rock and roll has its own genre. Is there a country Hall of Fame?
I would assume so.
There should be if there's not.
I mean,
I'm
pretty sure there's some country singers that have made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean,
yeah. But I mean, like, there's no specific like country.
No, I mean, when you talk music and Hall of Fame, it's always the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So,
and I wonder why rock and roll takes top tier.
I think it was such a dominant genre for so long that it was just easier. I mean, everybody wanted to be a rock star, right? I mean, that was the term. It was the rock star, rock and roll.
We even have songs called "Party Like a Rock Star."
Indeed. Yeah. So,
Yeah, rock and roll was big at the time.
I mean, still is.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, for.
But I think that's it's been the dominant.
Yeah.
It was the dominant for so long, and it was such a common term, right?
Well, now
everything's a rock star, because I feel like even hip hop artists used to be, I'm gonna be a rock star, and
right.
But it was just a general term at that point. It became so mainstream.
Everybody wanted to be Tommy Lee.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, in true DEI fashion, they need to change the name from Rock and Roll to Hip Hop Hall of Fame, because hip hop is now the dominant genre.
This is true.
Across the world. I don't know if
heavily influenced on not just music, but everything. Fashion and everything in between.
Movies.
100%.
Commercials,
yeah.
Sporting events. You're not hearing the rock and roll. I mean, you're still hearing it, but you're hearing a lot of hip hop being played in between.
You can't go to a sporting event and not hear, and everybody hands up.
Yeah.
And is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just
that's like the victory anthem for the generations. Like, that's not gonna. T-Pain did his thing when he did that one.
That song, an anthem.
I want to say that song will live forever in infamy. That is the new "We Will Rock You."
It's right up there with "We Are the Champions."
That's another one.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. So, but yeah, I thought that was dope. I mean, Outkast, congrats to them. I mean, I'm a huge Outkast fan.
Right.
Just knowing that, I saw he was at the Andre 3000 with the Met Gala.
Yeah, had
with
that,
the grand piano in his backpack. That was so dope.
I wanted to see him just drop it down and start playing it.
Full on grand piano. I mean, I'm sure that was it's not a real
prop. Nah, it should have been a real one.
He's not rocking around with a 2-ton piano in his backpack.
I was expecting to see him with the flute.
Hey,
I really thought he was going to have the flute.
He's a man of many talents.
Yes, he is. He is. But, big props to Salt and Pepper, too, for making it in, because
indeed,
I want to say they've been eligible since 2011.
They've been eligible for sure. I mean,
for a minute,
I'm sure there's a lot of artists that have been eligible for quite a while that, and like you said, I mean, there's going to be a backlog, I'm sure, but it's coming into play.
That's dope. And I hope they're in a nice enough space. I don't even know what the word I'm trying to use right now, but I hope it's in a space where it can be all three of them, Salt, Pep, and Spin, that are able to accept the award.
For sure.
Because I don't know I can't remember what the rift was, what happened between them and everything, but, I don't see Spinderella around with Salt and Pepper a lot anymore.
It's 2025. All that can be squashed.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Enjoy that honor. I mean, that's big,
because Spin deserves her flowers. Like, she's as much, same thing 100%. with the Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff, like,
people don't know how many.
Where's one without the other?
DJ Jazzy Jeff, but I don't think people realize the extent of where his fingers touched.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just Fresh Prince. He touched
he was on a lot of stuff. Yeah.
He producer and everything, so
had his hands all throughout the genre. There. Yeah. But like, even in the pops, like, there's no Spinderella pop. There's a Salt and Pepper pop, but no Spinderella. So
right.
I hope she doesn't get left out of the Hall of Fame recognition either.
Yeah.
I want a spin pop. Funko. Can I get a spin pop?
That'd be dope.
I need it for my collection. We got Jam Master Jay. Why not a spin?
Yeah. Complete the set. Salt and pepper and spin set.
Salt and pepper's here. But yeah, congratulations to Salt and Pepper. Congratulations to Outkast.
Indeed.
All well deserved.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, Outkast, you already know I'm a big fan, so I'm ready. I'm ready for an Outkast album. I mean, it's overdue.
Do you have a ranking of your Outkast albums? Like top 3 maybe?
It's hard, man. It's because for me it's mood driven, because I think all of their albums had a unique kind of moment in time, right? The sound and everything.
I'll agree with that. They did.
So it just depends. I mean, I love throwing in AT-Aliens. I love listening to Elevators. You know, Jazzy Bell.
That has to be my top.
But then I like throwing in Southern, you know.
Yeah. Southern playlistic Cadillac music.
Yeah. I love listening, you know, Players Ball. I mean.
Right.
And then, you know, you moving on up to like Stank On Ya and listening to Quemini and listening to, you know, it's just.
So many bangers.
They just, man.
I think my number 1 has to be AT-Aliens.
AT-Aliens, I think, is my favorite because Elevators and Jazzy Bell. Like those two.
Bell, yeah.
I mean, AT-Aliens as well, you know.
Was Wheels of Steel on AT-Aliens?
Yeah.
I want to say I was on it too, right?
I mean, you can't throw your hands in the air and wave them. I mean, that's just so classic. I'm cooler than the polar bear's toenail. Oh, hell, there he go again, talking that shit. Yeah. I mean, it's just classic.
So Art of Children's Story was on that one too, wasn't it?
Children's Story was not on AT-Aliens. No. That was on, I think that was on AT-Aliens. No, that was on Aquemini, wasn't it?
The one with it's like that, y'all.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Go get the hoe about your back,
that's crazy.
y'all.
That's crazy. I love the video for that one though.
Fire.
The puppets and all of that stuff. Yeah.
Fire. Dude, you remember the Bombs Over Baghdad video when
Bombs
that dropped?
Over Baghdad was crazy.
That the energy.
Yeah.
That was on my gym list, man. That's on my gym playlist.
That'll get you amped right there.
Like, and Skew It on the Barbie.
Oh, bruh.
Fire.
Yeah. Too many, man. I can't even name all the dope songs. But yeah, definitely ATL is at the top of my list.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't know what comes in second, but definitely
it's hard, man. It's hard to rank them, dude. It's for me it's mood dependent. They just have such an array of sound. It's just dope. And then I love the Speaker Box Love Below.
Speaker Box
where
Love
they kind of
Below.
took on their own sounds individually.
That's definitely top 5 for me. One of the top 5.
Just fire, man.
Yeah. All dope. Stank On Ya, all dope. The Idlewild soundtrack,
fire again.
And I feel like that's a low key, like that one came in under the radar, you know.
That video he had where the room was flooding.
Yeah,
dude.
Miss Jackson, like there's so many bangers that Outkast gave us. Same with Salt and Pepper, you know, because they brought a shoop.
Yep.
Let's talk about sex during a time where, you know, advocacy was all the rave.
They was like, nah, watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Can you reach that?